Hello there. This is Fimbly Jim. And I know it's been a little bit. I've been moving into a new place, but I wanted to talk about something. I don't want to play this because I wanted to. I usually, when I have these sort of like vocal, I have a specific message I want to get across, I usually have some kind of like small script or something that helps me just collect my thoughts. I don't need my thoughts collected in any capacity for this game. I think that more people need to be talking about this because I've been a long time in gamer since I was, ever since I could hold a controller. And I actually went for a run a few minutes ago to collect my thoughts about this because listen to this soundtrack. That is the sound of a studio challenging the gaming market as it is right now. Because Larian Studios, out of nowhere, became my favorite gaming studio to date. Well above some of my favorites like Creative Assembly, which are still fantastic studio. But Larian Studios is doing something that I have wanted to do personally, but never had the means or know-how to do, and that is build a game for the gamers. And I just think that they need the biggest round of applause ever. This is a single-player game with co-op elements, and every facet of this game is tailored to be enjoyable. Your co-op experience you would expect to suck or to be the person who's joining the host would just be like the side character. No. That player is taking on a character that can do anything they want, can befriend anybody they want, can form their own parties, can have their own separate side quests, and do their own thing. Baldur's Gate 3 is, in every sense of the word, Dungeons and Dragons made into a video game. You can do basically anything you want. And it is made by a group of people that are so unbelievably passionate about games that it shines into their work. Look at the proof. Look at this. This is even low. This is low. I have never seen a game this high. I've never seen a single player game this high before. Ever. 561,000 active players on Steam in this game. I'm pretty sure isn't even out on console yet. This is insane. And it was up to 800 and something thousand a day or so ago, yesterday. This is a huge, huge deal. This is a huge deal. I think it's important that we as people who enjoy games and people who play games have the self-respect to recognize what's acceptable. Larian Studios is setting a new precedent to the point where game developers are getting threatened by it and saying that we as gamers and as consumers should not expect this as the norm. But I firmly disagree. I thought that the gaming industry has been one that has been... There are zero consumer protections. There are... consumers are taken advantage of at every which way. And if anything, it shows what the world would be like if there wasn't consumer protections in general. Companies would take every advantage they can over their customer base, and just for the sake of profit, people have lost touch with making something to make something great, as opposed to making something to make them money. And Larian Studios and their creative team and their CEO and everyone in charge should be commended. Please do not stop. What you're doing is working, and you're proving it to companies. Like, I've been a big Diablo fan, and this last Diablo 4 has really let me down, and it is painfully obvious what their focus was on. But with Baldur's Gate 3, the obvious focus is on the players. And it's funny because somebody once told me when I started making YouTube videos, because there was a period of time when I was making Dark Side videos, and I was really obsessed with like seeing all these views come in, and I was really amazed by it because I had a small 200 sub channel. I still have a small channel. I'm in the 700s now, but it's still tiny. Somebody once told me to make videos I would like to watch. To make videos I would like to watch, and that the people who like my content will come to me. And then I win YouTube because I'm making something for myself. And Larian Studios is making something for themselves to enjoy. And by proxy, all of us enjoy it. Because they're putting so much passion, and they're thinking as gamers, they're thinking as people who play games. What would we like to see? What would be fun? Making each class in this game has like an infinitesimal amount of customization, and each class has a subclass, and those subclasses can be even more spread. It's a massive branching tree. I have played well into Act 2 with multiple characters, because I get into Act 2, I start doing some crazy fun stuff, and I'm like, man, you know what? I just want to start another character. And the funny thing is, that's my choice. You can change your class at any time in the game. You can switch. The game lets you do that. It doesn't force artificial replayability. You can switch whenever you want to. You form actual attachments with your party members. Maybe you don't like some of them. Maybe some of them don't vibe with the character you're playing as. Are you playing as more of like an evil, cold-hearted person, or a really kind person? And you can form these relationships with these characters, and even just people in the world. And you actually, like, I've never cared much about story in games, and I've never really cared about NPCs in games. In Baldur's Gate 3, I love my party members. If they go down, I feel that shit. I need to get them up. I get them up, I cheer them on, and when you get that natural 20 on a roll, oh my, it is one of the most satisfying feelings in the world. I wanted to make this video just to really voice that I think Baldur's Gate 3 came at a perfect time when I think that the gaming industry was getting to a very dark and unhealthy place for a lot of people. And I think that players around the world should look to Baldur's Gate 3 and Larian Studios, reverence and respect the work that they do, and show them the support they deserve. This is what we should be expecting. Listen to this music. Just take a second. That music heralds the entire experience of Baldur's Gate 3 in the most perfect way. It is... I cannot sing the highest enough praises of Baldur's Gate 3. I cannot sing the highest enough praises of Larian Studios. I hope that this game builds Larian Studios to be the next gaming behemoth, and I hope every single AAA studio is embarrassed. They should be embarrassed. Because Larian Studios not only turned down many different deals to get bought out, they did it because they just wanted to make games and be able to express... Obviously, they want to make some money to fund their company, but their very first priority is creative freedom and making the game they want. So I know this is just a loading screen. I know that I could have been showing you a lot more. I just wanted to sing the praises of this game and let people know this is important. If you are someone who enjoys gaming as a hobby, this game is important. It is a milestone. It is something that we all should be grateful for, and it's something that we all should hold the rest of the gaming industry to as a standard. Because if they, down the line, should they release maybe expansions like D&D does, oh my god, I'm buying every single one. I will support this studio nonstop. And you know what? I would wager, I'm calling it now, that if they do an expansion, I'm calling it, it's going to be free. And they're going to do it again to really solidify that social currency. Anyway, I know there's not much more that I'm talking about here. I just wanted to show you this. I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to put this out there, my opinion on Baldur's Gate. I think this is the game that's going to change the gaming world. And I think every person that is a self-respecting game enthusiast should pick this game up in support of Larian Studios. At the very least, play it. You'll love it. Watch streamers. Show the world this is what we want. We want games like this. We want this. We want healthy monetization. We want respect of the customers. I think that people need to hear this and people need to see this, and I think people are. And so I'm a drop in the ocean when it comes to the praise for this game, but I feel like I would be doing a disservice by not doing so. So I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of different style of video. Not really much that many people are used to, but I just want you guys to see my opinion and see Baldur's Gate 3. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Please drive and walk safe wherever you do go, and please be nice to yourself and be kind to others. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.